In this session, I really want to talk about travel experiences that we can have locally and internationally. And I hope that you take up the opportunity to experience more of what is around you, because it's really amazing. Let me share some of the experiences that I've had throughout my life, and I hope it gives you some sense of the excitement and the wonder that I've experienced. Locally, I've been to the top and the bottom of my country, New Zealand, and at each location, they have signposts which say this is where you are, and these are places how far they are if you were to travel to them. You know, signposts. And I've climbed up in my early 30s the signpost at the top of our North Island, and had photos taken of me up there. How amazing! I'm a bit of a monkey, so I stretched myself and did that. I've also done that, and I was just a few days short of 50 at the bottom of the South Island. I climbed up that signpost. If you ever go there, you'll see what I mean. I climbed up there, and I had my children, one of my children, take photos of me up that one there, going, "Hey, look!" So yeah, I love adventure, and I love a little bit of risk, and enjoying my journey along the way. At the top of the North Island, it's Cape Reinga. At the bottom, it's Bluff. And at Cape Reinga, you can also see another amazing sight from there. And it has the two seas meeting together, the Pacific Ocean and the Atlantic Ocean. And where they meet, it's like you can see the waves coming up. And it's like a line all the way out to the sea, as far as you can see, two oceans coming together. How would you feel about seeing that? Pretty amazing. Some other special places I've been to in New Zealand is Glowworm, the Glowworm Caves, and disappearing into the ground underneath, and then getting on a boat and then going through and seeing glowworms. That's pretty cool. Or another one was where we walked through and we were able to see glowworms too. One was in the North Island and one was in the South Island. Both very special sites. Not too far away from where I live in Christchurch at the moment, about 1 hour away, is a place called Cave Stream. And what you can do there is for free go there, especially during the summer, and into a cave that takes you about 45 minutes to work your way upstream. Now that stream is normally ranges from about just below your ankles to one or two places just above your knees, and you have a light on. You can wear a wetsuit if you like, or just some some good shorts and a t-shirt or singlet, and you can disappear in there with some friends, and you can work your way up an amazing place under the ground, a cave. And what an experience that is if you're not claustrophobic. I've been skiing and been in the snow, and again, to go from a warmer environment to disappear up a mountain, and then go skiing down a slope and enjoying the snow, which is not something normally that we experience here in New Zealand every day, is a wonderful experience. Once in a blue moon, we have had snow down to the ground level, and one time in 1992, that was amazing. It was basically just under knee deep, and we were able to make snowmen, and able to play in it, and have snowball fights. That was really special. And the last place I want to talk about locally is Rotorua. And a lot of people will go, "Oh, I don't like that Rotorua. It's got a farty smell because it's sulfur." But I love it because it's a magical place. It's got the sulfur smell, and pretty much everywhere you go, you can see steam coming up through the drains, and also in parks. You can walk inside there, and it's fenced off, but you can look over the fence into the greenery, and you can see mud bubbling away, with the sulfur smell coming off it. So I love those type of places, places that are magical. Snow, um, mud and rocks, and steam coming off it. Such wonderful glowworms, oceans coming together. Those are the things that give me great joy and bring happiness when I see such beauty all around me. And there's many sites that I've been to and looked at picturesque in the distance, like Mount Cook, standing there and looking across Lake Tekapo and seeing that mountain over there is like, wow, that what a card, a postcard setting that I'm looking at, or going to in my local city and standing up on the hill and looking over at daytime or nighttime and going, wow, at nighttime it looks like a Christmas tree, and at daytime, look at that, how far I can see right across. Being in Auckland, going out, just bring up the Sky Tower and being able to walk around on the outside and freak myself out, but being able to go, wow, look at what I can see from up here, and disappearing down what I'm not sure what it's called, the plunge or the fall, and then going down to the ground again in a second or two, a few seconds, and going, wow, I did that. Being in Queenstown and having a swinging out, like it's called the bungee swing, and swinging out over, over nothingness, and going, wow, I can't believe that I did that. Getting on a ride with my kids, and I can't remember what it's called, but swinging through the trees and going right through zip lining. That's right, going zip lining right down the mountainside to the ground, and with my kiddos, and just really enjoying our time together, zipping through the trees, being with them in that same place, and getting on these like almost like go-kart things, but they've got no machines on it. It's just the force of gravity, and you going down the slope, not slopes, but going down the racetrack, trying to race each other, but having a wonderful time, and in the meantime. And how about gondolas? Going up the gondola and sitting on them, whether it's like an elevator type one where you're enclosed, or it's like an open one in a chair where you've got a bar across, and you're just going up there going, wow, look at the wonder of everything around me. It's a bit freaky because look how far I am above the ground, but how amazing too, the experience that I'm having. Those are a wonderful local events in my country, and I'm sure you've got many inside yours if you choose to explore. Internationally, I've been cruising, and one really stands out, and it was from Sydney to New Zealand and all around New Zealand, and we stopped inside and disembarked and went into different parts of our country, or my country, and just the onboard and the disembarking experiences were just so amazing and special inside themselves. It's like it's a trip all paid for, and anything else that you want to buy, it's just extra on top of the enjoyable experience that you're already having. So, a cruise is something you should consider at least once inside your life. Going to Dubai and going up to the tallest building inside the world and looking out, amazing experience. Getting on the water in Dubai on a jet ski and traveling it up to 60 Ks around about an hour on the water, and you're flying. One time I flew off and crashed into the water, and then swam back to jet ski and carried on, and going so hard and so long that your hands are starting to get blisters. It's just experiences that you never forget. Swimming on the rooftop on a pool in Singapore, and be able to look out over that pool, over the ledge, and be able to see Singapore at night. How amazing is that? Going to Singapore, just a country in itself, smaller, so small, but like it's a smaller, half as big as a country, a little island inside my country called Stewart Island, and yet it has like more people on it than all of the people inside my country. It's just amazing. Interacting with all kinds of animals, koala bears, camel, kangaroo, a budgie that came up on my shoulder and then kissed my neck. And when I went to the Cook Islands, sitting inside this beautiful clear bit of ocean, and then so shallow, it was like in between the beach and then the sandbar, and then just walking across it, and then sitting there, and then having this cute little fish stay with me for about half an hour, just almost like my little friend, and it was just, again, just another moment in time where just unforgettable, just couldn't plan it. It just happens naturally. Getting on a scooter in the Cook Islands and traveling around it, taking, I can't remember how long it was, but if it was a few hours, and just stopping whenever I wanted to, and knowing that, man, I've just rode around a whole island, and in a very, very short amount of time, eaten some of my favorite things, pancake, that I found at a shop, and just had another unforgettable experience. And then the last one I'll share with you, amongst all these experiences I've had locally, internationally, is a dream that many people had, or maybe still have when they're younger, seeing on TV, Disneyland. And so going to America, to Disneyland, California Adventure Park, Universal Studios, and a few other ones, and just going there and enjoying so many rides, eating their larger than life food, and meeting their larger than life people too on tours, or just as you go on walkabout or eating. Um, what an amazing world we live in, with incredible experiences to be had all around the globe. So I want to encourage you, take advantage of, experiencing your locality. And if you're open to it and you're able to do it, work your way to be able to travel different parts of the world and make the most of wherever you go and the places that you visit. I'm looking forward to some more places, the Great Wall of China, the Dead Sea, and many other places which just excite me anytime I think about it. So I wish you all the best in your travel experiences, whatever you do throughout your life, so that you have great memories to look back on over time. Take care, and I'll see you in another session.